Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my final episode of my Christmarsh series and also my last video of 2021 and my last video until the end of January. There's a lot of lasts there, I apologise. You may be able to hear my cats eating in the background, I apologise. Bad timing for her to want to eat, but that's the way that goes. Today we are doing an update on my project pan. This is my 9th month doing this, I believe, so that's pretty exciting. So I've actually worn makeup quite a lot by the looks of my stats compared to previous months, but that is mainly because I have delayed filming this a little bit. So I've had a lot, maybe a week and a half longer. Saying that though I did not wear makeup as often this month, and since my last update I should say, because I had a bad reaction to some products and yeah, my face has been really bad. I don't think it shows in this lighting, but I've got a really bad red marking around here. My lips have been really bad and I've got a dry spot up here, which is really weird. So my skin has never been dry or weird like this, so I don't know quite what's happening, but regardless, let's get cracking into my project pan and my update. That's what you guys are here for, so let's get rolling. So first things first, let's bring in this. This is my Giorgio Armani foundation. I honestly cannot believe how big this window has got now and how much we're going down. So it's the same amount of progress as it has been the previous months. So you can see I've kind of used it as much as I did before. I've used this 15 times this month, so that makes sense. Last couple of months I've used it 14 times, so there's that. I do think we're probably, I keep on extending it every single time I do this, but each month I go down, I'm maybe it'll be this month, maybe it'll be this month. I think this will be finished by the end of January or midway through February. I think that this will be finished. That's if I just continue using it every other time I wear makeup, and if I wear makeup on a regular basis and I don't have any more skin issues. Next up we've got this. This is my Untitled palette. So the rule for this one is that I'm trying to hit pan on 4 more shades. So these 2 don't count. I haven't hit pan, obviously, as you can see, there's no new pans to speak of. I've only used this 6 times this month, and the only shade I focused on is this shade here, because I am trying to focus on the shade in another project that I'm working on. Yeah, it's in the pan and everything project I'm working on that for, which you guys have seen an update for, I think already this month. So, and on 4 more shades, so these 2 don't count. I haven't hit pan, obviously, as you can see, there's no new pans to speak of. I've only used this 6 times this month, and the only shade I focused on is this shade here, because I am trying to focus on the shade in another project that I'm working on. Alright, editing Katie, inserting something here. I have an update about this. So, since filming, I have hit pan. And I filmed this a couple of days ago, and it's still counting as this month. I hit pan on it. Very exciting. So I am working on 3 more shades, which is going to be the 2 underneath the pink shade on this side, and then it's going to be the brown at the bottom on the green side. Those are the shades I'm going to be working on. But yeah, super psyched that I hit pan on this, and funnily enough it happened the day after filming. So I think that happened recently when I did my palette update. I panned straight after I filmed it, so same things happened here. But yeah, anyway, get back to the video and the rest of my update. And then we've got this. This is my Nars Orgasm little mini blush. And this is the update here. So again, you can see there's some solid progress here. So I have used this 28 times this month, which correlates to me wearing makeup 28 times, because I wear this every single time I put makeup on. The crater is getting smaller. I think I will probably roll this out maybe next month. I think the crater will be kind of like transitioned enough that it will be like, the way I can think of it is like how the sand goes into the sea, so it's kind of like just sloping gradually. I think that's going to happen probably next month. Yeah, I'm actually really excited that we've made like some progress on here. It's so fun to see, like each month as well. Every time I make these films, every time I make these, I kind of go back and look at the previous month's video just to see what was up and see how different things are. But I feel like this month has been a really good month for this. I can really see like the usage on this, like it looks like it's being used now, and like there's an obvious dent in here finally, which is really, really exciting. So those are my 3 original products. I said I won't finish this Project Pan 1.0 until I finish those 3 products, until I finish my original 10. So they're the only 3 left of that 10. So I think it'll be February time maybe, where that might be when the change happens, when I do like a whole Project Pan refresh. Maybe February or March. So next up we've got this. This is my Blush Nudes Maybelline New York palette. And the shade I had rolled in is this shade here, the 10th one in. So we go across 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The dark grey shade here. I think you can actually tell this one that you can see that there is like a proper dip in there now, which is very, very exciting. I feel like maybe at the last update there was like barely a dip showing, but now it's coming up a little bit more now, and that's exciting for me. I have only used this 4 times this month, but this is one of those shadows which is quite hard pressed, and you have to kind of use a lot of it for it to make a difference, because it's not as easy and soft as some other eyeshadows where it's pigmented. It's not as pigmented as other eyeshadows I own. And yeah, so to be honest with you guys, I've mainly been using this, I think, as like an eyeliner, and to make the eyeliner like properly show, I have had to layer it a little bit, which is probably why I've only used it 4 times, but it shows up enough to make a difference, is because I'm trying to make it show. Okay, so that was rolled in June, I should mention. And also in July, we then rolled in this. This is my Sleek palette. The Sleek palette in the shade Au Naturel. And the shade I rolled in was this shade up here, which is called Toast. So it's this one up here. I feel like the dip is showing so much more now. I am kind of surprised that I've not hit pan on this. I was so certain I was going to, because like the dip is quite big now. So I definitely think if I use this a lot in December, or not December, in January even. Wow, I'm in December right now. If we use this a lot in January, maybe I'll hit pan on this. I used this 5 times this month. That shade. Yeah, I really like the shade though. It's a really good like transition shade. I use it whenever I get to it. I use it to help blend out eyeshadows as well, and I use it like mainly like in my brow bone. It's also a really good like setting shade for my eye primer as well. So there we go. Then in August we rolled in this. This is my Intimately Beckham Body Silk Lotion. This is the one that smells like Baby Johnson oil lotion stuff. This is by Victoria Beckham, if you couldn't tell by the name. I own the perfume as well, which I really like. This has been in my collection for years and I thought it was time to use it up. So update wise, I used this a total of 3 times this month, and I'm just trying to get it into the light so I can see. I have used it, okay, there's the marking right there, you guys can see the marking. I've used it, I think, just like over halfway of the green line, so we're like probably around about here-ish, about here. Don't feel like there's much of a difference, obviously, because I've only used it 3 times this month. Also in August, I rolled in this palette. This is Jeffree Star's Cremated palette, and the shade I rolled in is called RIP, and this is where we are at right now. So this is RIP right here. You can see maybe in the top corner that there is some usage in here. So we've used this 4 times this month. Again, this is an eyeshadow I tend to solely use for eyeliner, so you can kind of see in the corner that it's mainly like there's like a harsh dip. Like you can see I've dipped in with like an eyeliner brush to kind of get that imprint. I do think this is going to take me a while to get rid of though, because it's quite a big pan. Then we have got my Lorac palette. So I rolled this in September. Sorry, if you want to know where I'm looking down, my laptop is like right there. It's right there, and I'm looking at it for the stats. Alright, so the shade I rolled in for my Lorac palette is the shade 92, which is the shade here. And you can see we are beginning to form a crater in here. So we're getting somewhere. We are now no longer flat across, we are now dipped in. So I think we're well on our way. I do think this will probably take me a couple of more months to do though. As you can see, I've got a lot of eyeshadows I'm working on. So slow progress is slow, but we're getting somewhere slowly. Anyway, I used this 3 times this month. And we've also got this. This is my ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and the shade I had rolled in is called Vermeer. This is one of the shades where I've used it 4 times, but I really can't make any difference because of how like messy the pan is. So yeah, that's what it's currently looking like. It doesn't really look like there's like a dip or anything in it really. But I love it. It is such a beautiful shade. So it's really nice like in the inner corner, or like as a topper, or like an even outer corner shade. I just love it. It's so versatile. But yeah, I've only used it 4 times though, unfortunately. Alright, and then last month in November, I rolled in this. This is my So Susan Lip Dome Plumping Lip Tint. I used this 3 times and I ended up having like a really bad reaction to it. So I think it's in the name, it's this plumping lip tint. So it makes your lips feel fuller, it kind of like makes them tingle, makes them look bigger than they are, to like fake that big lip like vibe. Anyway, so I've owned this for years and I've never been someone who's used it every single day, like consistently. I'd just use it for 1 day and then go. But I used this 3 days in a row just to, you know, wear it because it's in my project pan, and that's what I tend to do, is wear it for a few days in a row. And it did not work. So my lips have still not recovered actually. I don't know if it will show because I've got another lip product on at the top at the moment, but my lips have been so dry like around my lips have been really dry. It's been pretty awful. I couldn't wear makeup for like 4 days afterwards because of this. So unfortunately, even though we still got a lot of product left over, I'm gonna guess maybe it's expired, maybe there's something in here that just doesn't work anymore. But I am throwing this away. I'm not gonna give it away to anyone. I'm gonna throw it away, put it in the trash and say adios. And then we have got this. So those were the main items. Obviously they're my main 10 items that I've got in my project. We've now got this, so each month I roll in either a palette, a single eyeshadow, or like multiple single eyeshadows depending on the situation. Like if they're like the same brand or from the same thing, I tend to like bring in a selection of them, but if they're like all different, I'll separate them. Yeah, it makes sense in my head. So yes, this is the palette I had rolled in last month, which is my Too Faced Gingerbread palette. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's one of my favourites, I am not going to lie. These are the shades that are in here, and you may recognise the shade at the top, Hot Toddy, if you have been watching this project, because this was obviously rolled in early on. I have to admit, I managed to get all the way through up until the last 3 at the bottom. So I managed to use all shades apart from Reindeer Paws, Gingerbread Latte and Spiced Rum. Unfortunately those 3 didn't make it, so I cover all those up. I managed to do all of the other 15 shades in here. I really liked using this. I mean, it's one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes in my collection, so of course I would like it. The shade's perfect for this time of the year. And it was really great just to get some usage out of it, even if it was just like once or twice or... There we go. So those are the main updates. Now we're going to roll in 1 item for my project pan, and then we're going to roll in 1 item to replace my gingerbread palette. So a few months ago, I think maybe even last month, I said that I want to only work on a maximum of 5 eyeshadows within this project at once, and we are currently over that. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyeshadow palettes that we're working on. So I'm going to include the numbers in here, but I'm not going to roll them in. We're going to re-roll if we land on an eyeshadow shade, which is probably going to be like 95% of the shade numbers, the numbers. So we've got shades 1 to 924. I did go through like last month and remove items that had been finished, because that's what I kind of do at the end of the year, and I'm slowly beginning to do that. So that's why there's 924 now. I think there was like 927 before, so we've gone down a few. Only a couple though. Let's hope it'll be in focus. Number 55. Carla Sainz, car number. That is going to be... Alright, you can't make this up. I'll get it in a second. Whilst we're here, we're going to spin the wheel to replace my gingerbread palette. We're going to spin the wheel to see what I'm going to be rolling in alongside everything else. Stila Comics Gold. Okay, I think I know what that is. Let me go and grab them and I'll be right back. So firstly, in my main project pan, we have got this. This is my Nars Orgasm Multiple Blush. Hilariously enough, it is right next to this in my spreadsheet. It's basically this, but in cream format. So this is what it's looking like. I have to say I've done quite well. There's not much of this left, though I do think it'll probably still take me months to get finished with it. I don't quite know how I'm going to work this out now, but we're gonna make it work. I like that I've now got both of these in the project pan. It is like a really soft like pink. It really matches my skin tone. It's really, really natural. This is again still quite old, but it's really creamy enough that that it's blendable. And yeah, I mean the packaging could be cleaned up a little bit, I guess, but the other thing I rolled in is this. This is my Comics Gold Magnificent Metal Eyes eyeshadow by Stila, I should probably say it. So this is what it is looking like. Oh, beautiful. It is so gold. So this is actually a glitter, and I think I need to buy some glitter glue because I don't own any, but oh, it is stunning. Perfect for this time of the year. This is going to completely change the game for Christmas and New Year's because it is such a party colour. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. Ah, it is beautiful, and I haven't actually used this very, very regularly at all since I bought it, but this is very, very old as well, so it'll be actually quite good to get some usage out of it. I just realised that I was mentioning about how I can wear this at Christmas. When you guys are seeing this on Christmas Eve, I should probably mention that I film these around the middle of the month, so it's currently the 13th of December when I'm filming this, and I've still got like a week or 2 weeks even until Christmas, so that's why I'm saying that it's okay for me to wear it, because I'm filming this a couple of weeks in advance, just so you guys are fully aware of. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to be wearing this over the next coming like weeks. I feel like this is going to be one of those shades that I'm going to find glitter literally everywhere. I want to use this maybe a total of 10 times within this month, which I think is going to be very, very, very doable, especially because I don't think I'd wear it on a work day, but I've probably got like 10 days between Christmas and like New Year's, and like just after New Year's because of the bank holidays, to wear this, so I think this will be great for then. There we go, there is my update for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of people who are doing like their like finales or their refreshes this month, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm only going to be doing my Project Pan refresh once my original 10 are gone, and then I'll do my refresh when that's happened, which could be maybe in March when it's been like 12 months and away from me, but we shall see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's really, really fun to see so much progress. I'm really kind of annoyed that I've not hit any like pans and any of my eyeshadows yet. Like I do have like the totals. My eyeshadows are all like within 20 to 30 times being used now, and I've not hit pan yet, so I'm kind of dreading it, knowing that I've got like a Nars palette in my pan palette, and it's taking me 80 times to hit pan on things. I'm well aware that it could take me a lot longer to hit pan on things now. That's it. I'm going to go now because this video is long enough and I need to edit it. So I hope you guys have a brilliant Christmas, a brilliant New Year's. I'm planning to have January off until the end of January for my Project Pan update. That could change, I don't know, it probably won't. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have had a lot of fun editing and creating these videos for you this month. A lot of them have been quite nice to get out all within a few days of each other, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave you guys, and I'll see you guys in 2022 for my next video, which is crazy that it's the end of the year. Where has this year gone? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Bye!